Leaving my family was one of the most difficult things that I have ever done, and also Iran. But if I want to compare what I did to what people are doing, I wouldn't say that, because the risk that they are taking is much higher.
Iranian chess player Sara Khadem took a stand at the FIDE World Rapid and Blitz Chess Championships in Kazakhstan in December 2022. She competed without the mandatory hijab. She is one of Iran's greatest competitors in the sport. Since taking her stand, she has been living in exile in Spain. Khadem saw the protest movement and knew she needed to represent and lend her voice to the cause.
Sara Khadem is 25 now, but has been playing competitively since she was 8. Chess was unbanned in Iran just before Ayatollah Khomeini's death, and in the decades after that, the country has become a chess powerhouse, and Sara Khadem, one of its biggest and most promising stars.
Speaking on the hijab, she told Reuters,
"It's something that you have to do because it's the rule of the country, but when you don't believe in it, you just represent yourself as someone you're not."
Beyond powerful.
Many young women, they were not wearing the scarf on the streets, and that was the rule in the country. So I would say I was really inspired by what they were doing back at home.
But presumably you realized that you were taking a risk.
Yeah.
Khadem, a grandmaster in chess, was issued an arrest warrant by her home country's government. She had been living at an undisclosed location in Spain.
Leaving Iran completely was not what was going on in my mind, and that is something I really miss, but I wouldn't say I regret it.
Spain's Minister of Justice, Pilar Lop, said that there were exceptional circumstances in Khadem's situation, announcing that the country's Council of Ministers granted her Spanish nationality through a naturalization letter. She competed at a World Cup event in Kazakhstan in 2022 without the mandatory hijab. She did so in support of Mahsa Amini.
According to members of her family, her mother and her brother, who have spoken to media outside of Iran, they say that Mahsa was arrested on September 13th when she was leaving a subway station in the capital, Tehran. Her brother was with her at the time. She was detained by the morality police. She was then ushered into a van and transported to a police station. And then at that police station, according to the officials here who have since released CCTV footage, she suddenly collapsed. The police say they believe she had pre-existing conditions and that was the cause of the heart attack. Her family have a different version of events. They say she had no pre-existing health issues. She was a healthy 22-year-old woman who was taken, and she never left that police station. She was transported to a hospital where she was in a coma for a few days, and then she was taken off life support and pronounced dead.
The Iran national soccer team, prior to the World Cup, covered up the federation's crest during the playing of the national anthem. Climber Elnaz Rakabi also competed without the mandatory hijab. She was whisked away. Some found her statements of "it fell off" being pushed by the government.
This is a women revolution. This is Iran revolution.
She decided to travel to Spain in January with her husband, film director Ardashir Ahmadi, and their 10-month-old son, Sam. They obtained residency in Spain through a golden visa scheme after investing at least 500,000 euros in property. I started to appreciate living in a place where Sam could go out in the streets and play without us being worried, and many things like that. Spain emerged as the best option. Thinking of Sam, she would say.